I'm here at the Workers' Club with the Kujo Kings. They've just played the first out of 3 residencies. They got 2 more coming up over the next 2 Wednesdays. Who have you just played with tonight, and who are you playing for the rest of the residency with?
Well, tonight we played with, in order of most important to least important, ourselves. We play with ourselves a lot. And then we played with, in equal second place, Road Rats, a really, really cool rockabilly band, and Working Horse Irons, a really, really cool rockabilly band.
Cool, so that's tonight.
That's tonight.
Who do we have coming up next week?
Purple Tusks.
Purple Tusks.
And Give Us Your Cash. What was the second band called?
Chromatic.
Hand Chromatic.
Cool.
AKA Give Us Your Cash. I don't know those guys.
Alright, so there was sort of a rockabilly theme going on tonight.
Yeah.
And what can we look forward to in the next 2 weeks?
Next week's a funk night.
Funk night.
Yeah, so both those other guys are pretty funky bands. And then the following week is a gypsy night.
Cool. So you got a bit of like some funk covers, some gypsy covers lined up, or just have to see what's on until we rock up?
It's planning for the next rehearsal.
Yeah, next rehearsal.
Cool.
Yeah, we like to take it as it comes.
Yeah, exactly.
I think we made it.
Mess with it. Yeah.
We just thought up some rockabilly ideas for tonight.
Yeah.
On the night.
Alright, sweet. So with the original songs that you've played, you've got a bit of variety in your songs. You've got songs about Met Cops, you've got songs about LAN parties, you've got songs about the senile delinquents. Where do you get your inspiration for your songs? How do they come about?
Life, man.
Life. Alright.
When life throws you lemons, just come up with a whole bunch of songs about zombies and Met Cops and senile delinquents.
Shit cops.
Just
Cool.
avoid the lemons.
Yeah.
Sweet. So with the songs, is it usually one person who comes up with the start? Or is it a collaborative effort? Or some songs is more one person, some is more the others?
I think originally we kind of, for a song to come out, it would be one person would bring almost a complete idea to the table, and then we'd kind of share that and work on it a bit. But kind of the more newer songs that are coming out is more like we'll bring in like a smaller idea and elaborate that by kind of jamming it out and finding something that we all kind of agree on, which is obviously better for everyone. And I think the songs that are coming out now are much better for that reason. Yeah.
Cool. Sick. Alright. So that's interesting. You play quite a few covers in tonight's set, and I've seen at previous shows that you do play quite a few covers. Now, obviously, this is going to be different for different members, but is that the sort of music that got you into playing in this band? Or how did you get into playing ska music in general? Because that's what this radio show is about, is the ska music.
Well, I sorry to interrupt. I was on MSN when I was in high school, and I think I was approached by the saxophonist and singer Wes, who asked me to play in a ska band. And I was like, I hate ska, I don't want to do that. So, and I was, alright, I'll come to one rehearsal, and then I really enjoyed it. So that's one story. But I think we all have our own like very individual influences. Which is,
I think Josh and I just thought it was looked like the funnest kind of music to play, and so that was what we wanted to play.
funnest?
Definitely the
Yeah,
funnest.
the funnest.
Not the most fun?
No, definitely the funnest.
Absolutely
The
the
most
funnest.
funnest.
The most fun
Most
just
funnest.
doesn't give it justice. It's the
It
funnest.
makes you move.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, it's good, it's great.
Right.
Cool.
We're just
So
waiting
much
for a
fun.
good drummer because we went through maybe like 2 or 3 before Huey.
Yeah, I guess you did.
And
Zubo.
Huey just happened to...
Be
Huey's
awesome.
not only a great bloke, but yeah, good musician as well.
And you're still waiting on a good drummer? So,
Kujo Kings are a good drummer.
You've been through you've been through a few sort of changes in your lineup. You've had flute in there. You've had a few different things. If you could add any instrument in the world, like whether it's
She doesn't know
know
yet, though.
double bass, oboe, or whatever, what do you think you could add in for some songs to make it a bit different?
we've always talked about a tuba.
A tuba. Cool.
Amazing.
Yeah, tuba was the first thing that came to mind.
Perhaps
Yeah.
a banjo uke.
A banjo
Yes.
uke.
Yeah.
Cool.
Don't go down well.
I like a baritone sax.
I would love
as
a
well.
Barry
Yeah,
sax.
Barry
It'd be
sax is-
sick. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Josh is-
Preferably a sax player that can go into the clarinet as well. Some
You
gypsy.
do some
Yeah, so
mad,
that'd be
horny
great. And the-
tunes.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
I agree.
Yeah, we need
With everything you
we need more multi-instrument stuff as well, I reckon. Yeah, just switch
I'd
it up.
also like drums.
Full stop.
Full
Yes.
stop.
Need some
More of that,
timbali.
more of
We need
that.
some more timbali in
Need
our
everything.
set.
Everything. Cool. Now,
Yeah.
we are joined here with Shannon, who is a massive fan, but he's also not really. He just takes along to all you gigs.
Town larrikin.
One of the senile delinquents. So he's a big advocator of one of your songs, Beer and Scar. you played a lot of pubs, but I've also seen you play quite a few festivals and stuff. What do you reckon some of the best places you've played have been? What do you reckon has been fun gigs? What would you like to play in the future too?
Oh, it's really tricky.
Oh,
I
yeah,
think, like,
so many questions.
We always talk about one of the more fun gigs. Some of the best gigs are when they're the smaller gigs that you don't really have the big expectations for, and they kind of surprise you. Josh went away for quite a while. We played in St Kilda when we were very early on, and I think we all had a really good gig then. But like, since we've become a more developed
Pretend to
band,
the band and we've developed.
yeah. God, it's a really tricky question.
Some of the
What's
best shows we've played was the Tote. We've had a couple of really good
Tote
shows
is
at the
Tote.
Tote.
It's been great.
It's been
Yeah.
awesome.
For me, the best shows are when you are away
I was about to say that.
and
Yeah.
when you finish the show. Often, like you get all caught up in how the show went and what happened and stuff. But I feel like when you're away, you're not necessarily going back to your own bed, but you're like going to the beach or going to the skate park or like going to crash some random place and just do whatever. It takes your mind off it and it just focuses you on having fun with your mates.
Cool.
Which is the best part of it.
Definitely a great thing when you go away. Just like we've played Sydney a few times and Adelaide, and mid-set, I look out from the drums and see a stack of people I've never seen before dancing, and that's really, really, really great feeling.
Yeah, nice. So, like, that's a few things. I know you've also played quite a few country towns. Has there been anywhere that you sort of played and it's just taken you really by surprise where you're like, okay, this is going to be a quiet show in the middle of nowhere and you're just like, whoa, hang on a sec, where'd all these people come from? Newcastle?
On a Saturday night before Christmas.
Yeah,
Cool.
Yeah, that was huge.
It was massive. We got
Over 100 people or something.
yeah,
Nice.
massive
I
Good
always
job.
remember that
Castle
one
rocks.
Wollongong gig though, where Jono flew in for the gig from the Resignators.
Yeah.
He was a trombone player, and there was this old woman drunk in the front that just absolutely loved Eva.
That was,
Loved Eva.
yeah.
Lovely.
That was our first ever interstate gig, so fond memories of that one.
Cool. So, you're just talking about the Resignators. What are some other bands in sort of the ska genre who you've played with, who you would recommend for people out there to check out?
Fat Megs.
Fat
yeah,
Megs?
Definitely.
The
Tassie
Tassie,
band.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Sick.
fucking definitely.
Every
Oh,
song
right.
I write now is just exactly like a Fat Meg song. I'm just like, why do I keep writing this? It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're
They should,
such
they
great
should come
people
to it
too.
everywhere else, but
Benny's are a
Tasmania.
classic.
Yeah,
Benny.
Benny's are one of our favourites.
I want to
yeah.
catch King's Cup at some point because they looked really cool last time we played with them. Or,
Cool.
And we've got good friends interstate as well, not just local. So like Chris Duke and the Royals and
and of course,
Go Rama from
Go Rama.
Adelaide.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They think
now,
that
now extinct
Day of
Go
the
Go
well they think that Go Rama has stopped, but with our help they
Keep
will
wearing
not
their
only come
t-shirts.
back, they'll be the best.
We'll keep wearing your t-shirts.
And on the topic of other bands, I know a few of you play different instruments as well as just what you play in the Kujo Kings. What other bands have you sort of had the pleasure of playing with, or playing in, even if it's just sort of seen a few of you do, I guess, spotlighting gigs every now and then?
Yeah.
I joined a folk band for a little while and I actually just quit on Saturday.
Oh, okay.
Oh, boo.
He hasn't told us that yet though.
I've quit.
You just told
No,
us.
he just quit then. Yeah,
You're not going
This is
to
broadcasting.
This is it, live over the air.
I'm going there, but
Yeah.
they're not playing there.
Yeah.
No, you're boo.
So I'm Boo. Where's
I play saxophone and I've been known to slut it
Play
up a
more.
bit, playing in a few other groups with like low tech
play
and
more?
occasional spots with the
Yeah,
Denny's.
they're amazing at St Kilda.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway.
just quite.
Huey plays every instrument under the sun, but he only plays with us at the moment, so good on him.
Cool.
That's what you think.
Oh yeah, he plays
Still
guitar
not.
with. He plays a lot of guitar with Laura Lowe.
Awesome.
It's quiet for me though at the moment.
Ali?
Probably one final question to go out on is that you guys have been playing for quite a while. You've sort of got a pretty good fan base. You've got a good sort of array of songs under your belt. You've played quite a few shows. What advice would you have out there for people who are just starting out, who want to start bands, who want to start playing? Any advice that you would want to pass on to them? Things to do, things not to do?
Yeah, just
Good
play.
question. Make sure you really enjoy like every moment that you're doing it, or else you need to think about writing different songs maybe, and then once you've got an established kind of group that you really are having fun with, find bands that you like that are at a similar stage to you, or maybe even a bit further, or where you might want to be, and just try to line up gigs with them, try to open for them, and just network with all these different bands that you like and that are in your same style, because they're going to be the people that are going to provide the fan base for when you play. And then one after another you'll get the occasional person who will tag on to your next show, and all of a sudden you've got an audience for your own band. So I think
Recordings help as well.
I think you just got to be.
Get some good recordings.
I think you just got to be proud of what you play and just be really social about it.
yeah,
Talk
Yeah, don't be uptight.
Totally.
Just chill out and
pride. That's a good one.
Thanks a lot, guys. If you just tuned in, we've been chatting to the Kujo Kings. We're down here at the Workers Club, and they've just finished up the first out of a series of 3 residencies here. If you didn't catch them tonight, make sure you get down over the next 2 Wednesdays to see some awesome tunes. I'm Captain Arresto. I hope you enjoyed this interview with the Kujo Kings.